folks, it's time to make my Week 12 college football predictions. We've got literally one more week left in the regular season, then it's championship Saturday on December 2nd. So the clock is quickly running down, and not going to lie, last week I had a terrible week picking games. I picked Georgia to beat Auburn, so that alone cost me a lot of money, and I screwed the pooch somewhere else down the line. Here's another game I really messed up on. But I did pick Miami over Notre Dame, so maybe that evens out. So even do a little bit better this week. A lot of blowout games in the record, but you never know. You know, it's late in the season, upsets can happen. So let's roll with it. Alright, first we got Mississippi State taking on Arkansas. Mississippi State's an 11.5 point favorite, over is 59. It's going to be under that, and I'll take Mississippi State by 10 points, so go with Arkansas to cover the spread. Louisiana Monroe at Auburn. Auburn's a 36.5 point favorite, over under is 68. I'm going to say keep under 68, and I think Auburn wins, but not by 37 points. They win by like 20 or 24. So it's going to sound odd. Pick Auburn to win outright, but give the point spread to Louisiana Monroe. Southern Methodist taking on Memphis. Memphis is 11.5 point favorite. The over-under is 75.5. I'm going to say keep it under that, and I think Memphis wins by 14 points, so don't even worry about the spread on that one. Virginia at Miami. Miami is a 19.5 point favorite. The over-under is 50.5. I want to say keep it slightly over that, and I'm going to go with Miami to win by, at least 21 points. They can win by 3 touchdowns, so there's no reason to worry about the spread there either. Minnesota at Northwestern. Northwestern, 7.5 point favorite. The over-under is 46. I want to say keep it above that, and I think Northwestern wins by 9 points. So again, no reason to monkey with the spread. Alright, Central Florida taking on Temple. Central Florida is a 14 point favorite. The over is 57. I'm going to say keep it slightly below that, and I will go with UCF winning by exactly 14 points. So I'm staying dead even on the line there. No reason to get too adventurous. TCU at Texas Tech. This is going to be my upset of the week. I've got Texas Tech winning this one. The over-under is 58. I'm going to keep it marginally under that. And like I said, I think Texas Tech wins outright, so give them the point spread and you'll be a very happy camper. Michigan and Wisconsin, there's no over-under set currently, not that I'm seeing here, but the spread is 7.5 point favorite for Wisconsin, which sounds about right. I think Wisconsin wins by like 9 points, so there's that. And as far as the over-under, I'm going to predict it's probably going to be under 60. So that's my line. If it's above that, don't go with it. If it's under, run with it. Pittsburgh, Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech's a 15.5 point favorite. The over-under is 50.5. I'm going to say go above that for the over-under, and I've got Virginia Tech winning by 14 points. That means Virginia Tech does win outright, but Pittsburgh covers the spread. Iowa State at Baylor. Iowa State's a 9 point favorite. The over-under is 54.5. I'm going to say keep it above that. Iowa State's going to win by like 2 or 3 touchdowns, so no reason to worry about that one. Iowa State covers the spread and they win outright. Kentucky at Georgia. Georgia had that big bad loss to Auburn, so they're looking to get revenge now. So they're a 21.5 point favorite against Kentucky. Over is 50.5. I'm going to say it's going to be above that. I think Georgia themselves can score that many points. And I think Georgia wins by at least 24 points. So again, they cover the spread. Purdue at Iowa. Iowa's 8.5 point favorite. Over is 41. I'm going to say keep it slightly above that. And I'm going to go with Iowa to win by at least 10 points. So again, no reason to worry about that. Oklahoma taking on Kansas, which in any other week would be an absolute candidate for blowout of the year. But not this week, and you'll see why a little bit later on. The over-under is 70.5. OU's favored by 35 points. Damn it, I'm going to make you some money. I think Oklahoma, they're going to win. They're going to win outright. They're going to win by like 30-something points, but I think they do not win by 35. I think they win by like 30 or 33 points, which means, believe it or damn not, the Jayhawks will cover the spread, so put your money down on them. You'll be a happy camper. Alright, Navy taking on Notre Dame. Notre Dame had that big loss. I want to get revenge, so expect them to go up there and put the hammer down early. Over-under is 62, and I'm going to say it's going to be slightly under that. Expect Navy to run a lot because that's all they can do. 17.5 favorites for Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame wins, but it's not by that high of a margin. I think they win by like 14, 16 points. So again, Notre Dame will win the contest, but Navy will cover the point spread. That's important. Illinois taking on Ohio State. Ohio State's a 40-point favorite, or 39.5, excuse me. Over-under is 56. I'm going to say keep it slightly above that. Ohio State's going to win, but like I said, 40 points is way too high of a margin. They can win by like 28, 30, but 40, yeah, not seeing that. So Buckeyes do win outright, but as always, go with Illinois on the point spread. All right, Kansas State at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's 21-point favorite. The over is 65. Sounds pretty high. I think it's going to be way, way closer than that. I think it's going to be like a 7 or 9-point victory for Oklahoma State. So that means, again, Oklahoma State does win outright. Kansas State covers the spread. So put your money down on them. Over, under, keep it above 65 because they can score a lot of points. Maryland at Michigan State. Michigan State's a 17-point favorite. The over, under is 46.5. I'm going to say keep it above that on the over, under, and I think Michigan State's going to win by probably 20 points. So that sounds like a pretty good spread to me. Nebraska at Penn State. Penn State's 26-point favorite. Over is 57. I want to say keep it above that, and I think Penn State wins by 20 or 21 points, but not 26. So again, Penn State wins. Nebraska covers the point spread, so put your money on them. LSU taking on Tennessee. God, what a game this week. LSU's a 15-point favorite, of course. Tennessee just keying their coach. Over is 46. LSU's going to win this game. There's no doubt about it. Will they win by 15, 16 points? Yeah, if they win by at least 17, so they cover the spread and win outright. No reason to get too fluky there. North Carolina State taking on Wake Forest. Wake Forest, a 1.5-point favorite. Over is 63.5. I'm going to go with North Carolina State and win by 3 points. So, I guess that is technically an upset. So, go with that one. UCLA at USC. What we got here? What do we have here? USC is a 16-point favorite. Over is 71.5. I'm going to keep it under that. I'm going to get you. Well, no, I'm actually going above that because I forgot these guys can score 40 points easy. I think USC wins, but not about 16 points. We'll go like 13 or 14. So we'll give them that. We'll give them 16. They should. Well, no, they shouldn't. UCLA is going to cover the spread, but USC wins. All right, let's put it that way. And second to last, we got Utah taking on Washington, and Washington's a 17-point favorite. Under is 47. I'm going to say keep it slightly above that. And I think Washington wins, but it's going to be like 8 or 9 points, not a full 17. So there's that. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, there is one game in particular which hasn't been listed, which is weird because it involves the number 2 team in the country, and it's also a game that's at noon. So why isn't there a point spread? Well, there isn't a point spread because the game I'm talking about now is right up here. It's Alabama taking on Mercer. And if you don't know what Mercer is a college in the middle of Georgia. They beat Duke in college basketball a while back, and but that was college basketball. This is like the first time they ever played, I think, like a ranked opponent. Certainly the first time I ever played Alabama, and I looked everywhere, high and low. I can't find a spread for this. This is one of those games where it's like you buy a car so fast, like your insurance won't cover it, because they just know it's just too disastrous here. So it's amazing. There's no spread whatsoever for it. But yeah, Mercer, this is basically what this is. This is like the equivalent of the Pittsburgh Steelers playing like a middle school team from Pennsylvania. I mean, this is absolutely unfathomable that this thing can be arranged. Alabama is not going to just destroy Mercer. I think they're going to set like an NCAA record. I think they're going to beat them like 84-0. I think they're going to limit them to like negative 36 yards, all offensive yards. And I think really the over-under here isn't on the point spread, but it's going to be the over-under on how many players from Mercer get, permanently disabled in this game. So I'm going to set at 7. So anyway, for those of you wondering, obviously Alabama over Mercer is my shoe-in of the week. Not only is my shoe-in of the week, it's my shoe-in of the year, my shoe-in of the decade, my shoe-in of the century, my shoe-in of the Big Bang. Alabama will not only win this one, they're going to win by a lot. So put all the money you have in your life savings, put it on Alabama. They're going to win. They're going to cover the spread, the over-under, whatever it is. Put it over because everyone's going to pour the points on. Do that, and you'll be a happy camper. Alright, well, those are my picks for week 12. As always, we don't condone illegal gambling. As always, we think it's a whole lot smarter to take all your money and put it in the stock market where there are far less safeguards and you can ruin your entire financial predicament a whole lot faster with fewer safeguards in one afternoon. Alright, I'll see you on the field Saturday. Take it easy.